right, everybody, here they are, the list of qualifiers to the Wyoming bred quarter horse derby. We're going to run that in a couple weeks. We're running for some big money. So make your plans to be here in a couple weeks to see the finals. You saw all the trials. And on a day like today, who could it be the fastest qualifier but Hot Chili? 17,651. We all could use some of that. Then Jess a Dash of Class, 17,667. K-Cross coming in hot, 17,686. Banquet, 17,690. Mr. Valeris, 17,725. Famous Handsome Man, 17,761. A Shot of Luck, 17,778. Then YO at a Glance, 17,801. Teller June, 17,808. And the final qualifier. I love this name. Pew Pew 22. 17,835. So your qualifiers, Hot Chili, Jess a Dash of Class, K-Cross coming in hot, Banquet, Mr. Valeris, Famous Handsome Man, A Shot of Luck, YO at a Glance, Teller June, and Pew Pew 22. And the big thing's going to be, who will Jesus Valenzuela ride? I know he's got several of them in there. Find out in a couple weeks. All right, I just got a note from one of the stewards, the famous Handsome Man, that we are going to shorten post parades. So make your wagers early. We're going to shorten the post parade. The horse is going to come on the track, go pretty much to the gate due to the inclement weather. And don't forget, Indian relay races, they're going to go rain or shine. Boy, one year we had the muddiest racetrack I've ever seen, and those Indian relay races went on. So stick around, Indian relays coming up after the last race. How many guys are here for those Indian relay races? Make some noise out there. Come on, guys. Who's here for the Indian relay races? I can hear you. I throw some stuff out the window, but they don't want me to do that up here. On the track they come for the 8th, our first thoroughbred event of the afternoon. Field of 7 will travel 5 1/2 furlongs. Here's your field. Number 1 is Chase Curlin Candy, owned by Candace Giles, trained by Rayleigh Giles. Jose Olivo is the rider. 2, Miss Charge It, owned and trained by Mark Hinton. David Cardoso aboard. It's our leading thoroughbred jockey and trainer last year. Number 3, Clay's Ruby Love, owned and trained by Kendra McKinney. Daniel Aguilar does the riding. There's number 4, Stormy Lux, owned by Alvarez Racing Stable, trained by Casey Kemper. Cash Ramey is the rider. Number 5, Solid Tune, owned and trained by Casey Kemper. The rider, Nakia Teeter. Number 6 is Sky Sailing, owned by Terry Moschenbacher and Wendell Matt, trained by Wendell Matt. Kevin Servano is the rider. At the field, number 7, it's Al Davis's horse, Just Win, baby, owned by and trained by Kent Cross. Juan Rivas aboard. That's your field for race 8. Field of 7 will go 5 1/2 furlongs. Post time about 5 minutes away. Again, folks, we cut the post parade down. Please make your wagers early. Avoid getting shut out. Two minutes until post time. Make your wagers now, folks. Just 2 minutes until post time. 1 minute until post time. Last call for race 8, our first thoroughbred event of the afternoon. They're going to load them when they get them. The 2-1 favorite. Number 3, Clay's Ruby Love. Daniel Aguilar's already picked up a couple thoroughbred wins. Well, it's had a change on the board there, 5-2. But Aguilar's picked up a couple wins this meet with some horses at over 10-1. Of course, last year, jockey David Cardoso and Daniel Aguilar won more than 50% of the thoroughbred races here, and both turned a nice profit. All right. At the gate now. All right, loading in the gate. Attention, Indian Relay Barns. Post for race 10 is approximately 5:45. We will work the track before the start of the Indian Relay races. So the last race here is going to go about 5:45. So get those horses ready for the Indian Relay races coming up after the last race, which should go about 5:45. All right, loading now for the 8. 7 thoroughbreds over the fast racetrack. This track is held up very well with the rain here this afternoon. All right, looks like Solid Tune and Sky Sailing going in. And Al Davis's horse, Just Win, baby, will be the last one to load. All right, Just Win, baby, last to load. Fields sent on their way. Off slow was number 1, Shays Curlin Candy. Just Win, baby, goes to lead, but now Mischarge It charges through along the inside, and Mischarge It takes the lead by about a half a length. That is Sky Sailing racing along in second. Then between horses is Clay's Ruby Love, Just Win, baby, to the outside. Gap of 2 back to Stormy Lux. And then it is Shays Curlin Candy after that slow break. Field now makes the way and heads into that turn. Down along the inside, Mischarge It. That is Clay's Ruby Love right alongside in second. That is Just Win, baby, just stalking those 2 leaders. A gap of about 5 lengths back to, that's actually Mischarge It back there. Here comes Stormy Lux, then Shays Curlin Candy. They straighten away for home, and who do you like? These 2 horses have been battling out head and head right from the start. Clay's Ruby Love, Sky Sailing, those 2 locked up in a duel. The others will have to really pick it up. On the inside, Clay's Ruby Love moving the better of the 2. Clay's Ruby Love gets the win. Sky Sailing for second. Going to be tight for third, but Mischarge It hangs on over Stormy Lux. All right, judge at post number 3, Clay's Ruby Love first. And it's Daniel Aguilar winning again. That's his third thoroughbred win. Way to go, Daniel. That's 3 thoroughbred wins this meet. You rock, buddy. All right, judges have made it official. All right, heading into the winner circle number 3, Clay's Ruby Love. Clay's Ruby Love, owned and trained by Kendra McKinney. Daniel Aguilar's third thoroughbred win of the third thoroughbred win of the meet. Hey, Daniel, this time is a favorite. He popped with 2 10-1 shots earlier this meet. Gets the 5-2 favorite, second choice, home here. All right, it's official. Up next is race 9. We do have a scratch in the 9th, and 9th scratch number 2, M and Hall's Fiesta. Scratch number 2, M and Hall's Fiesta. Post time coming up in about 20 minutes. We got 2 more than the Indian Relay races, and I just had my moment of zen as the announcer for the relay races just showed up. Because I'm telling you, folks, I don't know how I could do all that talking they do during those Indian Relay races. But anyhow, Indian Relay races coming up real soon.